Cyborg in the blue, Gutemberg in the white. Ultra heavyweight showdown here, the final. No surprise to see some stand-up early in the match. It's Gutemberg who pulls though. And immediately trying to create an angle from that closed guard position. Interesting sleeve grip that he has. And this is setting up that underhook that you see that Cyborg has his hand on the mat. Usually they'll tell you keep your hand off the mat, right? But Cyborg's the kind of guy that he loves that Sao Paulo pass, the Tozzi pass. And he'll put his hand on the mat to get the underhook. And we saw him use it earlier or yesterday with such effect.
Yep, you see him doing it again right now. Gutemberg throwing a lapel grip to seemingly counteract it.
Gutemberg is a big man. He is a very solid ultra heavyweight. But it's important to know that he's very athletic, he's flexible, he's fast, he's strong.
Oh, and he's had
and
some
most
really
ultra heavyweights are nowadays. That's not all of still, because there was always this sort of preconceived notion that a lot of ultra heavyweights were big, fat, slow. But man, you look at the majority of them now, and they're really good athletes.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we just saw there the counter to the Sao Paulo pass by Gutemberg Pereira, throwing a butterfly hook in.
Oh, look at this though. Driving forward, hands on the hips. This is almost like the way just to finish a double leg takedown. And Cyborg passes so well for using this. It's one of his kind of trademark positions, let's call it. If we zoom out a touch, we can see the grips and cut to the reverse angle. There's the way that Cyborg is able to cover the hips and run around the legs. There, just like running down a double leg. And they're going to go out of bounds.
So the referee motioned to his earpiece, and the referees in the replay table suggested that perhaps Gutemberg was fleeing the mat. So penalty. And 2 points.
Yeah, that's a relatively recent change to the rules that a lot of people aren't aware of. That if you deny your opponent a move such as a sweep or a takedown, or even in this case a guard pass, by fleeing the area, it's a penalty that results in immediate 2 points.
Absolutely.
Not penalty with advantage, penalty. No, it's 2 points against you.
Look at Gutemberg trying to get the triangle over the top, forcing Cyborg to disengage like that. That was a very strong grip on the right hand of Gutemberg. I think he understands that now, all of a sudden, with that penalty, things have become more urgent in his guard.
Right.
He can't afford to feel out the passing attempts of Cyborg anymore. He has to sort of stay busy, otherwise he's going to get put in another Sao Paulo pass position, just like this.
Look at the use of the gi up around the back, though.
That's going to create a little bit of space.
Cuts an angle from that as well.
Oh,
into a triangle.
Over the top.
Gutemberg shooting up a triangle against Cyborg here. That was definitely a consequence of using that lapel spider guard up around the back. But look at the pressure that Cyborg puts on from this position. He's not out of danger, though. There's an arm lock right here. There's an arm lock right here.
Turning it into an omoplata.
Cyborg's turned his thumb down, and he's allowed his elbow to rotate and manages to escape out, and then gets really good look at Gutemberg's back. Disengages, and they scramble out of bounds. Choke, if I'm not mistaken. Big man from GF team. Returned to Brazil a couple of years ago and is based back at the GF team headquarters in Rio de Janeiro. And I'm looking over and I can actually see in the back, Rodolfo Vieira, the legendary GF team black belt, is here watching. He lives here in Orlando nowadays, and he's here watching Gutenberg Pereira compete against the legend, Cyborg.
Gutenberg looks like he's looking for that sleeve grip again to expose that triangle one more time. It's a very strong attack that he has, and he has a whole nother half a match to work it from the closed guard. Once again, with his lapel grip, creating space. You see him adjust it to bring it tighter. The closer the foot of Gutemberg Pereira is to the armpit of Cyborg, the more leverage he's going to have to push and create space for that arm to come through. You see him trying it right now.
He's going for it again. There it is. He goes high again this time. Same deal, looking for the triangle, but will he switch to the armbar instead? Yes, he will.
Looks like that's what he's trying to do.
Going for the straight armbar. Cyborg looks like he manages to free his elbow, though. Same attack as before. And Gutenberg's going to try and wrestle up this time, but Cyborg is up and away.
It was like Gutenberg perhaps thought that Cyborg had tapped, and they had a little bit of a back and forth right now. A little over 3 minutes to go left in this one. So far, it's been the 2 points scored towards the beginning of the match by Cyborg that has really made its mark. And though Gutenberg has had a few good submission attempts, hasn't been enough to net him any concrete points.
Oh, and there's a pass
right
for Roberto Cyborg. Hasn't quite secured it. Now looking for the back. One hook in. And that's 2 hooks in, but doesn't hold it long enough for the points. Almost had the 4 for the back take. Less than 2 minutes remaining in this match now. And there was a moment there where Gutenberg appeared to be pointing to the scoreboard as if there was some kind of problem. Not quite sure what that was, but...
I think earlier I said that there was a takedown earlier in the match, but actually it was Gutenberg Pereira fleeing the mat, and that really is biting him right now, because earlier we saw a few nearly successful submission attempts, and with 1 minute left in the match, and how hard it'll be to sweep Cyborg, it's looking like a submission is going to be what Gutenberg Pereira really needs.
Yeah, there's less than a minute remaining, and Gutenberg seems a little out of ideas at this point. Just about 30 seconds remaining here. I feel like Gutenberg knows every time he's opened his guard to go on the attack, Cyborg's had an answer for him. Cyborg's actually put him in really dangerous positions as a result.
Absolutely. I mean, we almost saw Cyborg completely take the back. Now Cyborg receives one penalty, but time will run out in this match before he has the opportunity to receive another one.
Roberto Cyborg Abreu still showing that he can do it.